Welcome to Taking the Mic, for those of you who are here for Taking the Mic. Welcome to Taking the Mic if that's not why you're here. Because we're going to be doing it anyway. Indeed. Thank you, Veronica.
Yeah, welcome. We've got a fabulous lineup tonight with people like Shane Wolfland, Paul Mortimer, Ian Beach, Ruth Butler, Robert Garnham, Saskia hopefully, Oscar Turner. Oh, sorry if I missed anyone off, but just loads and loads of people. And we're being headlined tonight by the very, very wonderful Mr. James Turner, who won the Exeter Poetry Slam several weeks ago. So that's really exciting.
It's very exciting with this Sporonox trilogy.
Good poet.
Excellent. Series of poems. What? Oh yeah, we've got some announcements, yeah. But I need to put my glasses on, which is good, because I don't need my glasses on anyway. Yeah. Shane is doing something for the Winter Gift Fest at St David's Community Centre, or the Exeter Community Centre in St David's Hill, on the 6th of December, and she's looking if anyone's got any poetry books, like 5 of their own poetry books that they'd like to give her to sell at that fair. She'd be very, very pleased to take them and sell them for you. Or craft books, indeed, or craft items, or novels, or DVDs, or pretty much anything. And the other thing is the Fire River Poets have an open poetry competition coming up, which has a first prize of £200. And if anyone wants to know about that, speak to James afterwards, because James has all the details.
Absolutely. Just to say as well, before we kick off, we've shifted things around a little bit because of the band playing and to try and time in when they have their intervals. So our headline act, who usually finishes part 1, will actually start part 2. So, we're about ready to? So, to kick this evening of wonderment off, my co-host, my friend and a beautiful poetic soul, please give it up for the wonderful Mr. Tim King.
Thank you so much. I think this is a nicer sounding microphone somehow. I'm wearing my glasses because this is new. I only wrote it sort of yesterday and today. I'm not sure about it, but I thought I'd try it out anyway. So this is called White Poppy. I realise you're busy, so I'll keep this quick. Your short attention span is making everybody sick. I don't mean to be a dick. I know it isn't only you who never takes the trouble to think things through, but it is your fault. Though I place no blame, there's no shame in losing. If I'm confusing you, don't worry. I understand your hurry permits no space to blink and link today's news with yesterday's. I guess the ripples of tomorrow's sorrows bounce right off your skull. So though you know you're sinking, it won't sink you till you're sunk. So what if it wasn't just a few rogue journalists hacking phones, a few rogue traders fixing rates, a few rogue corporations exploiting workers and trashing the environment, a handful of perverted parsons filling up the choir? So what if only in exceptional circumstances turns out to be a synonym for wholesale state surveillance of every text and tweet? Can't we learn to be discreet about it and whisper our love from the shadows? And so what if the world economy has been artificially inflated by imaginary financial instruments, so that long ago we passed to the point where more wealth than physically exists had been notionally sequestered by financial institutions and massive corporations? Surely if we work together, we can make more stuff, and, via the miracle of consumption, eventually pay back the money they stole from us in the first place. No? And finally, so what if the government, the media, the churches and the police have all complacently colluded in societal degradation through VIP paedophile rings, care home prostitution rackets, the vilification of immigrants, the privatisation of health services, education reduced to training for jobs, discrimination against women and girls, the under-reporting of sexual assault, the withdrawal of legal aid, the suspension of benefits, and the ongoing rape of planet Earth. What's the matter with us? Can't we look after ourselves? You know, some folks are complaining that Mr. Russell Brand is getting out of hand. They say he doesn't understand revolution is no solution, and despite all the clear hypocrisy, a replacement for democracy is easier said than done. Looking down the barrel of a gun, as he is, as you are, as we all are, perspectives shift. The war on terror is a war on dissent, as the war on drugs is an open gift to gangsterism. Fear is the only real enemy. Liberation is to lift the covers from the covered up and realise, regardless of intentions, that events have conspired to subjugate humanity to serve an ideology benefiting no one. Who really wants to be a billionaire? Not me. Freedom is as simple as the steadying of an eye. White poppy. White poppy. White poppy. Thank you.
That was fabulous, Tim. Really powerful. I love the image of the white poppy. That really worked brilliantly. Another round of applause for the wonderful Tim. Next up, from remote control hoovers to garden gnomes, from a new phone to childhood memories, Ruth Butler encapsulates it all beautifully in her poetry. Let's welcome her now, Ruth Butler.
Hi, can you hear me? Is that okay? Well, I'm sure you all know the story of the person from Porlock who interrupted the writing of Kubla Khan in about 1797. And nobody knows much about him or who he was or what he was doing or whether he ever appeared again, but I've got news for you. He's alive and well and living in Beacon Heath. Okay. Sorry, folks. The person from Porlock. I only just started writing it when the person from Porlock arrived on my doorstep. I've not come to gossip or scrounge, he said. I just need the use of your internet. I'm broke again, and I've not paid my bills. I've been cut off by BT, spurned by Virgin and Orange, and now even Tesco won't have me. And I'm deeply conversing with 4 or 5 ladies online and by email. I can't let them down. Just give me a corner. You won't know I'm here. Fine. Would you like tea and a slice of my fish pie? Great, and have you got beer? Midnight, I'm yawning, the cat Weasley snoring, and the news getting boring on the BBC. I said, surely those ladies will all need their beauty sleep. Come back in the morning, I'll give you a key. It went on for days, but I'm happy to say, on Tuesday the list was reduced to 3, by Thursday a date had been made. On Friday he's off for the whole weekend with his potential internet bride-to-be, not from Thailand, just from Torquay. And I've repossessed my space at last. Yes, all of it from corner to corner, and that thing that I'm writing I'll be starting again. So I hope all will go as well as he plans, but who knows? And he's left his laptop behind. Maybe she'll have warts or one leg too short, or a terrible laugh that drives seagulls away. Love is romantic, but never quite blind. So a bit of peace and quiet, but then, the person from Porlock's early return. What are you doing back here again, and so soon? Oh, she was much too old, he complained. Photos are decayed, out of date. God, really? And she put something absurd for her age. And what did you put? I said. No matter, I'm trying again. Would you like me to make you some tea while I'm plugging my laptop back in? There are plenty more fish in the sea. Oh, he's strong on affairs of the heart. Dodgy at spelling, but learning fast. How do you spell casually? 1 L or 2? Definitely 2. Oh, it's not like sincerely then? True. Yes, possibly, probably true. Perhaps even poles apart. How do you spell rhinoceros? I don't know. Look it up. The dictionary's beside you. Give it a go. How can I know? How can I possibly know? While searching my mind for words of my own. Now, what was that line I was writing? Okay, well, I've repossessed my key and hope for the best, but then, the person from Porlock pops up in the corner shop. What a coincidence, I was just coming round, my car's out of petrol. Do you think I could stay? Hey, what have you bought? Oh, just the paper, I say. We could watch something late, so how about wine? Remember long ago that cheap stuff in Spain? No? Choose something decent, Blossom Hill, Côte d'Aron. Surely you don't want the cheapest this time. And how about beer? Do you really think that goes? Yes, of course, it goes fine, but if you're not sure, just get 2 of the wine. You can keep 1 in store. Oh yeah, I thought. Okay, are we done? Can we go? Yes, great, but look at that lager, 4 cans for a £5, bargain of the week. It's got to be bought. Money well spent. It's on me. I'll pay you on payday, on Friday. Oh yeah, I thought. But what can you do when a guest parks his camel at the door of your tent? So there we are. I tried to spin the yarn I was going.